Hello and welcome everyone to this TeachMeet. This event is part of the Terra Mission MOOC Rerun, Teaching Sustainability for Action. My name is Miriam, and together with my colleagues Mihaela and Diego, we would like to thank you for joining us. This TeachMeet is an informal way of sharing ideas, good practices, lesson plans, and it is also a great way for you to network with other teachers and educators. And today is 5th of October, so it's also a very special day because it's World Teachers Day. So I would like to congratulate you all. Happy Teachers Day. And before I pass the floor to our speakers, I would like to cover a few housekeeping topics. First, please make sure that your sound is turned on. But we would like to remind you that during this TeachMeet, your camera and your microphone will be off. Secondly, if you have any questions, you are invited to write them here in the chat, and we will address them in the Q&A moment. This TeachMeet is recorded, and we're going to publish it in the course, so you can watch it again if you wish, and you will also have access to all the slides and all the links that we will be sharing during the event. And now I would like to welcome our speakers, Belén, Nikolia, Romina, Anna, Mihaela-Cătălina, and Irena. Without further ado, I would like to pass the floor to the speakers. First, please welcome Belén, who, apart from being one of the speakers today, she's also the Terra Mission MOOC Rerun moderator. Belén, as the course moderator, you have 10 minutes, and then each of the speakers have 5 minutes to present. So welcome everyone to this Terra Mission MOOC TeachMeet, and Belén, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Miriam. Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Belén Yuste. I'm a secondary biology and earth science teacher at IES Consaburun in Consuegra. My high school is located more or less in the middle of Spain, close to Madrid. And the village is famous for the windmills of Don Quixote. I belong to the group of Ambassador of Scientix. As you know, is the community for scientific education in Europe, and to the group of the European Union Climate Pledge Ambassador in Spain. I hope you are enjoying the Terra Mission MOOC and discovering new resources to teach sustainability for action. For now, we have learned about the Life Terra project, these objectives and action. In addition, we know that there is an application that we can download to learn more and even be able to collaborate with them. We have also discovered Terra Mission Educational Pack, which we can find on the GNC platform and which offers us activities on several environmental topics that concern us today: climate change, energy, waste, circular economy, water, agriculture, air, and trees for students from 8 to 14 years old. Also, you can adapt it to earlier and older students. These materials are a good starting point to raise environmental awareness and to call our young people to climate action. Last week, we were discussing the topic of outdoor activities and the benefits they bring to students. You can find a directory of resources for this type of activities in Module 3. Activities that are directly related to the problem-based learning methodology that, in this case, allow us to involve students in climate change research, identifying problems, proposing solutions, and presenting findings, encourage critical thinking and interdisciplinary learning. And finally, this week is the 4th and the last module. We will take the final step in the process of creating our Life Terra learning scenario. We have a Facebook group where you can ask any question you may have about it. And there are the QR code in case you want to join. And please don't forget that the October 18th is the last day to submit your learning scenario. But I'm going to give you some advice. Don't let it for this day, because after sending your learning scenario, you have to review the work of your colleagues. And all of this must be finished on the 18th. So please, I recommend that you have the assignment delivered, if it's possible, no later than 2 days before, on October 16th. And after this little reminder, here we go with our TeachMeet, Teaching Sustainability for Action. And in my turn, I wanted to talk to you about a project that I developed with my 16 years old students, entitled Presence of Microplastic in Bottled Water. The main objective of this project was to verify whether there are microplastic in bottled water or not. The hypothesis in that is since most of plastic end up in seas and oceans, and water follows a cycle and circulate among different terrestrial subsystems, we will also find microplastic in bottled water. As you know, microplastic are plastic pieces with a diameter of less than 5 millimeters that pollute the environment. They come from a variety of sources, bags, and cosmetics, industrial processes, and alter the quality of water. These waters are absorbed by animals and eventually enter in the human food chain through the foods we consume. Although it's not clear what effects they might have on our health, scientists warn that due to their toxicity, they could cause anything from cellular damage to neurological disorders. I use Terra mission waste topic resources to introduce the problem of plastic in our society and to show my student the plastic soup that we have in the ocean and how it can end up in a food product that we consume. Here the question arose when a student drank water from her bottle. So we thought, well, will there also be microplastic in the water we drink? I don't know. Let's check it out. So to carry out this research, 10 brands of water were chosen, attempting to cover springs for different regions on the Iberian Peninsula, as can be seen on the map, and different commercial surfaces to have a broader sample. 10 bottles of 500 milliliters each from these brands were pursued, 100 bottles in total. Next, laboratory filter paper were used to cut circles with a diameter of 20 centimeters to make conical filters. And these filters were shaken before use to avoid contamination problems from their fibers. Each bottle was opened and filtered using a glass panel and a 250 milliliters Erlenmeyer. The filters were numbered and left to dry for 24 hours inside a turned-off oven. The purpose of this was to prevent the contamination from airborne microplastic. After these 24 hours, the filters were turned over onto a black cardboard using a digital USB microscope with 1000 magnification. The area was scanned and photographs of the particles were taken. The photographs were taken of individual particles and particles with a ruler beside from later site measurement. In this case, the ImageG free software was used, which allows measuring size smaller than a millimeter and is frequently used for measuring microscopic photographs. Finally, the particles found were collected in a petri dish. In addition, the same process was carried out with tap water to make a comparison with commercial water. In this case, samples of 500 milliliters were taken and filtered alternately. not collecting the water in a single day and continuously. The results obtained after examining all these water samples show that in the 83% of the analyzed bottles, 4-inch particles have been found. You can see the example in these pictures. Their size can be observed in this graph, which shows the size of particles found in each of the analyzed waters. Here, there is a general predominance of particles between 200 and 600 microns, represented by the orange and gray colors. So, based on these results, it can be preliminary conclude that there are particles very similar to microplastic in bottled water, confirming our hypothesis. We have also taken photographs of filter fibers used to compare if it was the same or not that the photographs that we have taken. And we found that the photograph was very different, but the photographs were very similar to ones we could find on internet. So what is clear in this project is that on a daily basis, we ingest a large number of particles that appear to be microplastic without being aware of it. And we are also aware of their potential harm to humans, which could lead to the obstruction of smaller blood vessels and the ability of plastic to absorb contaminants, leading to endocrine disorders and development of cancerous cells. And finally, to be 100% certainly that bottled waters contain microplastic, it could be necessary in the future to be able to dye the particles found, because we keep in a petri disease with this intention. It could be dye with red Nile, but scientists are not agree if there is a specific dye for plastic or not. Additionally, a microscope with higher magnification would be needed to observe the fragments in detail. And we would like to establish contact with teachers from other countries to replicate this project and to compare the result obtained in different parts of the world. So this is the project I wanted to present you this afternoon. I hope you like it. And thank you very much for your attention. And now I pass the floor to my colleague Nikolia.
Thank you, Anna. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nikolia Nifora, and I have been working as a primary school teacher for 16 years. I teach in a school, in a 29th primary school of Akarnes. It is located in Olympic Village in Athens, in Greece. I'm also a teacher educator for physical science in primary school, and I'm also Scientix ambassador. I will present you a project that we did with my students last year, and it's called The City We Dream Of. Our group consisted of 19 children of first grade. I taught them environmental studies and skill workshop. So we decided to combine them. In the context of the project, we talked about how we dream of the city we would like to live in. And we talked about sustainable cities and their features. But the word sustainable was unknown to the students, so we tried to explain it with simple examples. And at the same time, talking about the 17 goals of sustainable development. Divided into groups, the students drew on large papers how they imagine their own sustainable city. Among others, they mentioned access for all, recycling, green parks, bicycles, clean energy, earthquake-resistant buildings, because Greece is a country with many earthquakes, clean rivers or lakes. Children developed their city with simple machines. After talking about various difficulties that we might face, the students using Legos built simple machines to solve various problems and improve their city. For example, they want their city have a theater with solar panels, so they build a crane to mount the solar panels on the roof of the building. The students divided into groups drew what they considered most important so that their city will be sustainable, such as easy access for all, health, good health, exercise in the nature, and they wrote, we want to play in nature, clean drinking water, clean energy, green. And at the end, we built a model of the city we dream of living in. As you can see, they built bridges that they have ramps that go up and down, electric buses, playgrounds, and parks. Our project participated in the Pan-Hellenic competition for STEM and educational robotics, and students were awarded for that, for this project, and they were proud of themselves. So thank you, and Romina, you can take the control.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Romina Marchesani. I'm a teacher at upper secondary school in Italy, in the center part of Italy, on the Adriatic coast. Ortona is my town. And in addition, I'm an Erasmus Plus and a twinning ambassador in Italy. I've been working for about 10 years in my school. That is a group of different courses, IES Acciaioli Einaudi in Ortona. My institute is made up of 3 schools located in 3 different places in the town. The largest is a technical nautical school, which prepares students for marine life and as captains and mechanists. The second is a commercial school with 2 courses, finance and marketing and tourism. And the third school is my school where I actually work, is a professional or vocational institute with 3 main courses, electronics, opticians, and fashion designers. The institute is attended by more or less 900 students with more or less 200 teachers, and is located in Ortona, a charming town on the Adriatic coast. I wrote and coordinated an Erasmus Plus project last year and carried out several twinning projects on the topics of environment, climate change, and pollution, especially with awareness that my small town is located on the Adriatic coast and its beaches are really polluted. As a teacher and as an educator, I strongly believe it is necessary to awaken the consciences of future citizens, starting from the young people who will be the heirs of the world. The environment around us needs to be absolutely preserved. With this in mind, I wrote this project entitled The Ocean Rescuers, in addition to Together Now for the Future of Our Planet, that is an Erasmus Plus project, to inspire my students to take action in caring for the environment. This project has met with considerable success and has been awarded by the European Union as quality educational and didactic material, and it is published on the EU Academy website. Through these projects and in collaboration with different European countries, my students worked on different topics with different activities, sharing interests, opinions, and points of view, and using several tools. They created logos, infographics, surveys, slogans, videos, posters, and so on. Polluted beaches pose a serious health risk for people who come in contact with dirty water and sand. The beaches of our coast are really polluted, and we must develop awareness of the danger of waste for humans and marine flora and fauna. So the first step of this project was entitled Seeing is Believing, and was to develop awareness of the need for oceans pollution through storytelling. The second step was entitled Let's Narrate. Students have been invited to tell an experience about the ocean's pollution and beach pollution through the collection of images and through the creation of albums or message boards of images accompanied by short captions. Finally, they proposed an interactive path and link images to resources on the website. The third step was entitled Sharing Our Visual Storytelling, and the students engaged in the work have built a material that can be defined as visual storytelling, building a static product, subsequently exhibited as a thematic exhibition in an open area to the public of the school. They also prepared surveys, collected data, analysis, and infographic to support their ideas. The Voluntary Association Plastic Free, that is a national volunteering association, met the students in the conference hall to inform and sensitize students with the aim of raising awareness that there is no planet B, absolutely. The interventions in schools conveyed to the students all the necessary notions to make the right choices in respect of the environment. The last step of this project has been Let's Clean Up the Beach, and at the end of the path, the students have been involved in action through the cleaning up of a town beach. The municipality, Ecoland, that is the waste collection company, and the National Plastic Free Volunteering Association have been also involved. This is the last part of the project, and at the end, you can see some of the pictures of that beautiful and amazing day. In the last slide, you can find some of links to the materials prepared by my students. You can see a quiz about sustainability and the environment, some magazines described and created by my students, the video link of the day, and the school website where you can find everything about these projects. And last but not least, the EU Academy project link where you can find the timetable of the activity and all the details about it. I thank you a lot for your attention, and now I pass the floor to Anna. Thanks a lot.
Anna, could you turn on your microphone? We can see you very well. Perfect, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. It is being a pleasure and being honored to be here today as invited speaker. I would like to congratulate also the previous speakers. Very, very interesting your presentations. My name is Anna Magkiosi. I'm principal of Kindergarten of Rosario, located in the center of Greece. I am award-winning twice Scientix ambassador and the global ambassador, e-twinning coach and animator, international speaker and teachers trainer. Oops. I have the same theme. I don't know. I can't have the control now. Okay, it's okay. Thank you. My school profile and strategies. Kindergarten of Rosario is a public kindergarten, small kindergarten, operates as an all-day school. Our school staff offers to our students, regardless of race or nationality, equal opportunities for quality education with the aim of the all-around development and smooth socialization. So they are prepared to face the challenges of society of tomorrow, where they are going to live in. Any kind of innovation have been integrated into the daily program of our kindergarten and are being applied with excellent results. Maybe we're a small kindergarten, but we're one of the first e-twinning schools of Europe. We are expert STEAM school, Code Week school, Silver Safety school, ambassadors for 70 CDGs, since 2018, certified sustainable school, award-winning twice of Greek school competition, Bravo Schools, award-winning also twice of education and other competition education leader awards of Greece, and is a school open to parents, of course, and to local society. So, teaching sustainability in childhood education. By teaching sustainability, because my presentation has this title, by teaching sustainability to young children, we aim to change the behavior of students first, and then family and local community, to create a better world. Because altogether, we can make a better world, more fair, more humane, more green, more clean. So we must change the way we live and operate in this planet if we are want to give a healthy planet to future generations. Here you can see some pictures from our school, because every year we start asking our children, in which world do you like to live? Green. The answer is green, and you can see the market that they can make. And the other picture is from we take for our participation in another competition, robotics competition, and we make the city that we like to live in. Why is important to teach sustainability in this age? And also we have a prize of this of this competition. Because systematic education starts from kindergarten, and kindergarten is the first step of school life, where children's characters are shaped. As educators, we have duty to teach our students and to give them to understand the relationship between between the natural environment and quality of life, and help them to realize that the protection of environment is a matter of all of us. All together, we have to try to make a better world. And children, through playful activities, learn how to love the nature, to respect and to take care of it. And how we can teach sustainability to this age, to young children. So we can call our children to propose ways to protect the environment, and to understand that healthy environment means healthy quality of life and better quality of life. They can cooperate and share their ideas and their work with other children from other European countries or other countries of global map. And we have a program last year project, Let's Make a Better World, and join in this project 2,044 teachers and more than 10,000 children from all over the world. Very nice program. So we have to learn them about peace, about friendship, human and animal rights, inequalities, climate change, to respect all species of life in our planet, to develop the critical thinking and all abilities and skills of 21st century. And simple green activities for young children is, as you can see in the picture also, we can ask them to participate in, inspire them to participate in plantation of trees or plants or flowers, creating school gardens, cleaning parks or sea coats, but also to put the free air in their lives. Also in our school, we have adopted many years ago outdoor activities. Wanted to give our children the best environment for learning. As you know, the School of Nature is the biggest school of every other school, any school. So children, they can learn in an environment more attractive and interesting for them. And of course, children can develop their ecological awareness through related activities of daily program of kindergarten, and the ecological base can give us the chance to know our cultural similarities and differences, and to build the experience. And because all together we can make a better world. So I have only 2 slides just to see it. This is from integration of ICT, STEM and robotics. And here is another competition. We are also award-winning school there. And the last one is this. As you can see, is some green activities. We give a variety in our local projects, products, sorry, and why we have to put these local projects in our life. So thank you very much, and I will pass to the next speaker, please. Thank you very much.
Mihaela-Cătălina, could you please open the microphone? Thank you very much.
Yes. Excuse me, please. Happy Teachers' Day to everybody, and thank you very much, Anna, for the joy of teaching you shared with us. My name is Cătălina. I teach Romanian language and literature to a high school from Piatra Neamț, Romania. It is the high school where 20 years ago I was a student too. Of course, we have a style of teaching, but today, being the Teachers' Day, I wish you all to teach with style in the classroom, of course, but also outdoor in different media. I would like to talk to you today about student stress management through outdoor activities. Does going to school mean well-being, tolerance to stress, frustration, or all these things? Of course, nature and outdoor time can help alleviate stress and foster improved sleep and healing in students. So why bringing outdoor into the current curriculum? Of course, there could be many arguments, but I would only stress that our students are digital natives. We need in our daily teaching of new challenges. We would like to teach new contents, new learning activities, new skills, and why not for stress management? But of course, why? Because we know the seventh objective for sustainable development. These objectives are painted on the walls of our school. Who could do stress management through outdoor activities? Maybe one teacher, maybe two teachers in pair, or why not all the teachers from one school? Of course, we need special training to cope with all the risk that outdoor teaching and learning could bring. And you can see on our Erasmus project or different training courses that myself and other colleagues attending recently. So how could we teach students stress management through outdoor activities? They could keep a stress diary. We could teach classes in different media. We could organize extracurricular activities like Fireflies Night, or why not a subject proposed by two teachers, a geography one and one who teaches Romanian language and literature, Be Green, indoor and outdoor. There is a warning. Of course, stress can cause significant health problem, and I think that understanding stress management for us, for teacher, and also for our students, is one of the most important skill sets any person can have. You can see what we could note in a stress diary. And after noting every day, we can analyze, for instance, triggers, symptoms, and of course, our own behavior as teachers and as students also. We can teach different subjects outdoor. For instance, here you can see an image of me and my students from the 6th grade to a subject reading as life ability, or also during breaks. But I would like to highlight an extracurricular activity, the Fireflies Night. In Romania, we have 1 week. We are not teaching usual lessons, but we organize all kinds of other activities. And we organized a Fireflies Night at our school because we do not learn for school, but for life. Our school is named Calistrat Hogaș. Calistrat Hogaș was a writer, but he also did something else best. He ventured on mountain treks. So what did we do? At the beginning, it was an announcement. We gathered 80 students, parents, and teachers. And we left on the 1st of March on the route that changed our perception of our own limits, of nature, and of the idea of informal education. So it was, like I said, almost evening. It was 5 o'clock. Most probably think that it is much more suitable time for a 5 o'clock tea than for an assault on the sometimes narrow, sometimes snowy, sometimes muddy mountain roads. But we had an award, I could say, because we could see the view of our city with our headlights put on. So we did something else. Of course, we needed courage. Who taught us courage? Nature taught us courage. We win competencies, and we discovered in ourselves hope and determination. With our headlights, we wrote the name of our school. You can see here, CNCH. And this is, in effect, doing school, I think, differently and also outdoor. We were helped by some volunteers because we had to take care of our students and also to have, of course, proper shoes, proper clothes. The last example is this subject I am teaching this year together with my geography teacher. It is big green indoor and also outdoor because, as you already showed, we can teach all these things inside but also outside. I will stress only one general skill, for instance, critical reflexive analysis of information in the field of sustainability to facilitate a healthy lifestyle. You can see here our students outside painting for Poetry Day, and also because on Monday we commemorate the Holocaust, our students planted some daffodils and they really enjoyed them. They did that in the memory of Jewish children who died during the Holocaust. And to conclude, of course, we need to experience well-being. We need positive emotion in our life as peace, gratitude, satisfaction, pleasure, inspiration, hope, curiosity, and of course, love. The message is that it's really important to enjoy yourself here and now, because the power for creating a better future is contained, of course, in the present moment. We have also
Many thanks, Mihaela-Cătălina.
Okay, it's the last picture. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay.
Okay, I will, thank you very much. I will pass now the floor to Irena.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all the participants and presenters today. Thank you for having me today here. I am Irena Biba, a teacher, master teacher and trainer from Albania. I am Scientix ambassador and recently I am advocate for global schools. Always as a teacher willing to learn more and to exchange experience with others. Today I am sharing with you my experience working on projects which are linked with sustainable development goals. Actually, I'm working with solutionary framework, which is a 4-phase process people can use to become solutionaries. In the first phase of this model, we identify selecting a B issues and learning more about it. Then we identify the problem we want to solve. In my latest project, we have completed this phase. Currently, we are working in the second one, which means to investigate the impacts and the causes, connect with stakeholders, and make researches. Third phase is about innovation. We will propose solutions and create the plan. To conclude with the last one, which is the implementation, and then start implementing it. Okay, we pass to the next slide. Actually, I work in secondary school, Beti Mucho in Tirana, Albania. I teach Albanian language and literature. I want to share with you now some details. Let's take a closer look at my latest project, Food Sustainability. This is the poster that represents the biggest problem found in our community, waste food, which is linked with SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, SDG 13, and SDG 2. It is a collaborative work in twinning. I'm a founder of this project, and I'm very glad that Anna, our colleague here, is my co-founder. Many other teachers from Europe, but not only, are partners, and we are working on it. Okay, the first phase of our project is almost completed, is almost done, and we are working on the second one. Students are encouraged to work and to collaborate together in this great project. For us in Albania is for the first time. They are apply critical thinking and research skills to investigate their school contribution to food sustainability, and they will act as detectives working to find clues. They will be responsible for taking notes, asking questions, and speaking with peers, teachers, and school leadership. A very important phase is to take action. We need to take action nationally and internationally. In fact, all the actors together are or have their benefits. Teachers, firstly teachers, because we are holding many webinars in teaching sustainability. On 20 October, I am holding a webinar under the logo of a global school with teachers from Albania, but not only from Albania. Okay, we're passing another slide now. Other actions we can do in our school are raising awarenesses about waste food, raising money, and advocating in the school community. For teachers, creating a sustainable living challenge or campaign for their classroom. For schools, running a recycle campaign, advocating leadership and teachers to take a stance on biodiversity. What are other ideas for students? What we can do actually in practice, in our daily practice? We will host a food drive. We will use our school lobby of classroom as a place where we can collect non-perishable food items in our community for other people in need. Afterward, we will donate it to another school, organization, or group in a community. Promote partnerships with local foods and banks. We will host talks about sustainability during lunch periods. Why not bring in a guest speaker during lunch? We can advocate, I will advocate for our school to source local food for the cafeteria. This is a great way that we can promote local agriculture, get more involved in the community, and provide healthy alternatives in our school. And other ideas for students, we can say that we will eliminate food waste. It's very important this, by donating unused food. Another activity is to create a lunch buddy program and connect older students in the school with younger students for 1 day a month. These older students will inspire healthy eating and start to have conversation about food with younger students. And the last one, we will host a food day where students will bring in different types of international food. However, this isn't just like any food day, but students have to promote sustainable food consumption. We will encourage them to research why their dish is sustainable and create a poster explaining the nutritional information. And to conclude, we have made a lot of activities, green activities in our school. Go Green and School Garden gives students the opportunity to consume more fresh produce and less processed or packaged food, which may help prevent obesity and chronic disease. Thank you for listening to me. It was a great pleasure being here and listening to all the presenters today. Thank you.
Many thanks, Irena, and many thanks to all the teachers that join us today. And well, thanks a lot really to all of you for the great lesson plans, the activities, all the ideas and the inspiration. I think everybody, well, I see the chat that a lot of positive reactions. Congratulations. Thank you for all your work. So that's lovely to hear. Now, if you feel already inspired and you're ready to take your commitment to sustainability in education to the next level, we would like to introduce you also to the STEM Alliance and Lenovo competition, Turning Waste into Educational Wonder. Now, our colleagues from the STEM Alliance and Lenovo will explain this better in just 3 minutes how you can join this competition.
So, what is the competition? The Turning Waste into Educational Wonder competition calls for educators, teachers in primary and secondary schools in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, so in the EMEA region, to explore the Lenovo's activity booklet, which Marin and Luca explained, and integrate the activities across different school subjects and guide your students to create diverse projects reusing cardboards or simple material, exactly like you saw in the videos. So the Lenovo activities booklet provide ideas towards the realization of a working project, a working model. So you are challenged to draw inspiration from the proposed activity in the booklet and develop a new and creative project, fostering students' creative and innovative thinking, while also, on the other hand, promoting awareness of sustainability and waste management. How to join the competition? First thing would be to download the Lenovo activity booklet, which you can find again in the link on the slide or here in the chat. In the booklet, as I was saying, you will find instructions for doing different projects in your classroom, from primary or secondary school for studying electricity or force. And you should be inspired by these activities, by these examples, and make your own projects in the classroom. After you have implemented the activity in your classroom, after you have developed your project, you will need to submit your entry to be able to win the competition. The submission step involves two components. The first being the preparation of a PowerPoint presentation, and the second being the submission form, the submission tool. Pay attention to the evaluation criteria that there are in the template that serves as a guideline for you to make the best project possible. While filling the submission form, you must select the appropriate age category for which you are entering the competition. The last step will be to let the world know about your participation in the competition by sharing your activities in social media and tagging the STEM Alliance, Lenovo, and as well using the hashtag that you see there, 23 back to school and ways to wonder. Here you can see an exhaustive list of all the awards that you could win participating in the competition. There will be 3 winning projects for each category, ranked from the first to third. We expect many submissions and entries. Unleash your creativity and participate in the STEM Alliance and Lenovo competition.
Great to hear that this competition invites primary and secondary school teachers to explore Lenovo's activity booklet, and you will have the chance to win amazing awards for you and your students. So as you know, the competition is already running. It started, but it will end on November 30th of this year. So you still have time to join the competition and make a lasting impact in the world of education. And you can find more information on how to join the STEM Alliance Lenovo competition by clicking in the links that are in the chat. Now, Again, I would like to thank very, very much all the teachers that joined us as a speaker. It has been a pleasure. And now it's your moment. If you're behind the screen and you want to ask anything to our speakers, please write it in the chat and we will answer them. So we have around 6 minutes, so we're going to make the most of it. So we can start perhaps with one question that we had before in the chat. This one is addressed to Ana Belén. I would like to know more information about the USB port microscope that you use for your research. And I'm mainly referring to the cost of the microscope. And could you provide more information on its cost and how you use it?
Okay, it's a portable USB port microscope with LED light. I bought it on AliExpress. So it costs 9 euros in total. So I think it's not very expensive and it's very useful. I use it to see the stomas in leaves in plants and fibers from any textile jeans or a t-shirt. We have scanned the eye too to see it more the details and the skin, the hair, and all the things you can imagine. It's very useful for me and for my classes. And maybe if you want any more information or the link, you can look for me on Facebook and I can pass you more info.
Many thanks, Ana Belén. That was really comprehensive. And we also got questions apart from the chat, also by email and in the Facebook group and different social media. One of them was, how do you teach sustainability in your school? Is it part of the curriculum or is this something that you only do in your classroom? Perhaps Mihaela-Cătălina, would you like to take this question?
Teaching outdoor is a part of our policy school, and every colleague can choose to teach outdoor, but of course there are some risks, and this is why we take care that parents agree to do all these activities outdoor, because you can never know what can happen. But I think that the results of teaching outdoor and the new skills, the life abilities of students are very, very important, and we have to make steps in this direction. We have another dream in our school. We are trying to do all the legal formalities to build an outdoor classroom in order to teach more lessons outdoor. For the beginning, we bought some pin bins that students use, as you could see also during breaks, but we also use them while teaching outdoor at school, in the schoolyard. But of course you can teach outdoor to the museums, to the surrounding. You can do treasure hunt and so on. You can see it's hard to stop me when I start to speak about what I do and I love to do, like the other colleagues.
Yes, I think we can all feel your passion. Thank you very much for sharing. And another question that we have is, could you recommend long-term activities to teach sustainability? I don't know if perhaps Nikolia or Irena, would you like to take this question?
Okay, can you repeat please the question?
Yes, of course. So teachers are asking if you can recommend anything long-term, because sometimes we propose a very specific activity for one moment, but for example, you had a whole project. Is there something that you can recommend in this direction, long-term?
Okay, there are many activities that we can do with students in the primary school and with small duration and with long duration. We have we have skill workshops. We have skill workshops which are 1 or 2 or 3 hours in a week. So we can we can do projects with a big duration. Like the project I make in the last year, which was about build a whole city, and sorry,
okay,
in small steps. In small steps.
Many thanks, Nikolia. That was really clear. Irena, would you like to add a bit?
Okay, to conclude, to say something, we have to think systematically and holistically about everything, because every single piece of jigsaw of sustainability crisis is connected with another piece of the jigsaw. So we have social, economic, political, biological, etc. It's all one very complex matrix. It has to be transdisciplinary or interdisciplinary. We work hard in our school to make various projects internationally and nationally, and to implement SDGs. This is a struggle for a lot of teachers who do not feel equipped to teach, and that's why, as advocates, we are making some steps, holding some webinars and making some podcasts to teach and to learn more about SDGs. The complexity and the controversy are exactly the sort of qualities that can make learning stimulating for pupils. I see my future work with sustainability in our school. Right now we have we face many struggles. Not the geography course that we take is basically the main way in which we learn about sustainability. But as I said before, we can see this big challenge holistically. All teachers have something to learn and have something to implement and to take action with small steps day by day in our daily practice. Thank you a lot.
Many thanks, Irena. We have reached already the time to close this session, but if you will allow me, I would like to squeeze one more question, because this is a very, very important topic, of course. So we also received many questions about anxiety, because when we are talking about climate change with students, sometimes they can have a difficult reaction. So maybe, Anna, you can reply to this question together with Romina, from the perspective of early childhood educators, but also from the other side, secondary school. If you feel that the students are feeling a bit anxious about climate change, how do you approach this in your classroom? Anna, I think it would be lovely if you can open your microphone.
It's okay now?
Yes.
Okay. So we make with our children little steps to sustainability. Every day we build it. One of them is to planting trees, because I think one tree can save the planet, can change the climate. So it's important to learn our children to not only to plant the trees, but also to take care of them, because they need to grow up. In our school, I don't know if you see some pictures of it. We are a green school in the nature. We have a lot of trees, and every year we plant 2 or 3 trees around the schoolyard. Also, we talk about the clean atmosphere, how we can have clean atmosphere. So if we have less factories, less, I don't know, we try to pass this way to children. Also, we have to inspire them and to advise them to use less meat, save energy, you know, to prefer local products, because also we can save energy and also we can have a healthy lifestyle. And we make a lot of other actions that help children to understand, as I told you before in my presentation, that a healthy environment means a better quality of life for all of us. So they have to try to learn all of these actions, to do all of these actions from small age, young, early childhood. Stop. And I think it works, because our school is a certified sustainable school only of our actions. We prove that we deserve it, and I'm sure that my little children can be the tomorrow active citizens of next generation.
Great, Anna. We could not agree more with you. Absolutely. Romina, would you like to? Yes, and yes, please, Romina.
Yes, okay. I think that teachers and students should be encouraged to find beauty in their learning environments, and they should find and elevate it to its maximum potential. Beautiful and inclusive schools are those designed to involve students of all cultures, first of all, from disadvantaged backgrounds, of different sexual orientations, gender identities, or with disabilities. So sustainable schools are those that are functional and accessible, which embody even eco-friendly practices, and which create the conditions for raising awareness of the environment among citizens.
Thanks a lot, Romina, for sharing your take on this. And well, thank you to everyone who joined us today. As mentioned earlier, you will have access to the recording of this webinar, also to the slides and the links that we were sharing in the chat. We hope that you have now many great ideas to create your own learning scenario, and we encourage you to submit it in the course, like our course moderator Ana Belén said earlier. And also thank you very much to our great speakers, Ana Belén, Nikolia, Romina, Anna, Mihaela-Cătălina, and Irena. Thank you. So once again, happy Teachers' Day. I think we can close the session. Thank you, everyone, and have a lovely time. Bye-bye.